Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I built this really cute harbor cafe because I need to build more community lots and I just thought a cafe would be really cute. I built this in Windenburg. I don't think I ever built in this area before, but it's so pretty. It's just hard for me to build something that fits the style. And I went with something a little bit more industrial / modern. I think it's a pretty good mixture between those two styles. And if you like this, you can download it either under the hashtag TheSimPanions, or my gallery ID is also TheSimPanions. It's always linked down below in the descriptions if you want to check it out. And I definitely need to build more community lots because I need to take my Sims out more in my personal save file, because my Sims are usually always at home and I do like to take them places, but to be honest, I'm too lazy to like go through the whole gallery and look for things I like, and then sometimes they don't fit the size of the lot that I wanted to put in, and it just takes really long, I think. I don't know why, but yeah, that's why I never download any, so I guess I have to build them myself so I know what the place looks like and where it goes and stuff. So if you have any other suggestions of community lots that I could build, like a pool or whatever, community pool, what else is there? I did build a bar in Solani. I guess I could just do more of those. I could build a restaurant, but if I'm honest, I don't like playing with restaurants that much in my game because it takes so long to go there, and it's really annoying. Like, it takes a whole sim day to have your Sims eat, and I don't have that time. Like, my Sims need to achieve things, okay? But anyways, I think this turned out really cute. I did cut out a few bits where especially I think I had to cut out when I moved those lights that you can see up top in that little deck area. I moved them a lot because I'm very perfectionist with these things, so I wanted them to actually hang from those little ceiling bits that I put there, so they needed to be exactly on it to please me. Otherwise I would have been really mad. So I had to cut that out, and then this is pretty much just a really small cafe. You can sit outside and on the inside, because I think it's quite nice if it's summer or spring in your sim game to also be able to take your Sims to a cafe and have them sit outside, but a lot of times there's not that much seating space inside, and there's quite a bit. To say that it's this small, there's quite a bit of seating that you can have your Sims sit on. Wow. I'm really on top of everything today. I'm a bit confused because I just woke up I did wake up 2 hours ago, but I'm still, all I've done this morning is finish this video, so I guess I'm not really not really ready for the day yet, I guess. You could say that. But anyways, I wanted to talk a little about university today because my good friend Simmer Aaron has asked me if I could talk a little about how our universities work, because it's very different to how they work in the US, at least. I do know it's different to how they work in the UK as well. So I'm just gonna give you a little bit of an inside of German universities. Yeah, it's a little bit different, as in you have 1 or 2 subjects mainly that you can pick. Most people take one subject, just like I did, and then you can, which is called a mono bachelor, and then you can also do combination bachelors, we call them, where you have 2 different subjects, but I feel like that's mainly for subjects that aren't as, I'm gonna say, serious. I don't mean it in a bad or offensive way, but it's mostly subjects like, I don't even know what, like art or something. With these, people almost always have a second bachelor they do, because I feel like they just want to be sure that they can actually find a job after they go to university. But yeah, most people just, or at least most people I know, just have one subject that they study. So you would apply for it, and a lot of them have a certain grade that you have to have had wow, in your A levels. And in our A levels we have, I think I had 12 different subjects, so you have to bear in mind it's pretty hard to get a good grade because you have to pretty much be good at everything, starting in German, going over math, ending in PE. Like, you literally need good grades in all of these subjects to be able to get good A levels, which is a bit My A levels were pretty good, not the best. Like, I didn't have all A's, but I had a good mix between A's and B's. So I was able to study quite a few things, but to be honest, it's gotten really hard to get into university and into the subjects you want to study, because I wanted to study psychology really bad, but my A levels were not good enough for that, because I would have had to have A's pretty much everywhere, even A pluses mainly, to get into that. And I was not a good student at school. I was never there. I hated it. So kids, go to school so you can study what you want to. But yeah, and then once you've picked the bachelor that you want to do, the thing that you have to do is, at least at my university, every university is a little bit different on how you pick the subjects, or we call them modules, for the semester. But for us, you go on a website and then you can see all the modules that are available for that semester. For our course, a lot of times things only get offered in either the summer or winter semester. Our summer semester is usually from around, when did it start? April to mid-July, and then the winter semester starts in mid-October and goes until like February, I believe. And then in between we have semester breaks, but a lot of times you need to either study for your exams that a lot of times are in the breaks that you get from the actual lectures, or we have to work on assignments and all of that stuff. So I right now have to work on an assignment, well, two pretty much, but yeah, they're kind of a big deal because for each module that you do, you need to do one thing to be graded on. And the modules in my course, the way that they work is, so every course that you can take, and I'm doing sociology of education, and in that there is a suggested timetable of how to do things and when to pick certain modules, but you don't have to stick to that. Like, you can pretty much pick anything, but to be able to finish your bachelor and be able to, you know, actually have a degree, you need to take each of these modules and you need to get graded in each one of these modules. And sometimes that's an exam, sometimes that's an assignment, sometimes that's something else, but that's pretty much how it works, like a presentation, or sometimes it's oral exams. All of that could happen. For us, it's mostly assignments, and we only have a few exams, which for me is really good because I'm not that good at exams. I hate them. It makes me really unhappy to study for them, so I'm really happy that I get to do a lot of assignments because it's just easier for me. I can sit down at home and then I can pick out a topic I'm really interested in and just write about it, and that's more of what I like to do. I guess a lot of people prefer exams because I do agree it's less work than writing an assignment, but assignments are just more relaxed for me personally. So I prefer them definitely over exams. But yeah, then once you write the exam, or once you finish your assignment, you get graded on it, and then that's the grade you get for the module. And then each module consists of different things. For us in my course, it's mainly one lecture, or sometimes no lectures at all, and just seminars. Seminars are like, lectures are the really big lessons, I guess you could say, where you all sit in one room, there's one professor talking to you. That's the lectures for us. And then the seminars is just really small groups. For me in math and the thing I'm studying now, it was around 20-ish people, 20 to 30 people in one seminar, and you go more in depth into the topics. And best case, they kind of talk about what happens in the lecture, so you're prepared for the exams better, but that's not always what happens. Actually, in my course, I really dislike the seminars because often we don't. You have to bear in mind it's university, so you would guess it's very scientific, and if you talk about something, you have to have actual proof of it, or studies that prove what you say, or something, or you can just say you feel like it's like that. But for me, if we talk about a topic and someone says, well, I think it's like this, it kind of doesn't give me a lot of stuff to work with, because it could be how you think, but it could also be totally different because you're not a genius. So well, I doubt the genius would know as well. Like, you'd have to have studies or something to actually prove the point. But in my seminars, people tend to just throw in the information they think is right, and then we go along, and for me that's really annoying because I'm like a hard facts person. I need my facts to believe something, and it's really hard and annoying to always listen to that, and I'm like, oh. And a lot of times, especially this semester, I had a whole seminar about gender studies, and it really annoyed me that people were just throwing around with all these stereotypes about men and women. It was very frustrating to me, so I feel like that's mainly why this semester was really hard for me to get through. I was really unhappy this semester, so I'm really glad it's over. Friday was the last day of lectures, what we call it, so now we're on semester break. I have to do 2 assignments, like I said, and 1 exam still, but that shouldn't be too bad. So fingers crossed I can finish all of these things in time, and hopefully next semester will be better. I feel like it will, because this semester it was a lot of about kindergartens and like smaller children, which is not really what I'm interested in. I rather want to work with adults and go into like educational stuff for grown-ups rather than, or teenagers rather than really little kids. At least that's what I think now. And next semester I have to do this internship, which is pretty much all day, every day, except for Mondays I'll have to go to university. So hopefully next semester will be a bit more interesting for me, and hopefully you enjoyed this build. I really like it. I think it's really cute, so let me know if you agree. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in Monday's video for another cast. Bye!